Okay.
Engage.
It smells good. It always smells good to hear this song. Wonderful. It's just pleasant every time.
Every single time.
It's like a smooth drink, dude.
And that's why we've decided to open with it, everybody.
Because it's... Oh, we're doing radio voices?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for listening to...
Welcome
to In the Minivan.
I'm, of course, Michael Rowland.
And I am always Max Fine. You know, you never get away from yourself, no matter how far away you run.
Yeah.
You're always you.
You're always you.
And what's this podcast about?
This is In the Minivan. It's a podcast about music, friendship, and
Staying positive. This is a new format we're trying, which is NPR.
NPR. We've modeled it a little bit after Fresh Air, a show we both quite enjoy.
And that's absolutely true. You know who's absolutely not disgusting is Terry Gross.
Terry Gross.
Pleasant voice.
Pleasant voice.
Pleasant lady.
Pleasant lady.
Pleasant interviewer.
Definitely not gross.
Okay, cool. Glad we tried that.
Terry Gross is definitely not fucking gross.
No, dude, absolutely not. This is an exciting time, exciting day. I'm so happy you're back in New York City,
It's good to be back, baby.
Where have you been?
I've been in old Montreal, Canada.
Oh, my word. Why?
Part of the territory of Quebec. I was doing Just for Laughs new phase of 2022.
Yes, sir. We're
Let's
so
go.
fucking proud of you, dude.
And you know what? I told Max. They tell you not to tell anybody. I fucking told my friend.
And we hit it pretty well.
We hit it pretty good.
Nobody knew. One of my favorite... You know what? Before we get into this, and we will get into this, we need you guys to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is. You know what to do. Just do it. Share this with somebody. Get on Instagram and do it. Subscribe to our Patreon. Get in there, dude. It's in the links. We're going to do 2 bonus episodes a month for $5.
The Patreon is huge.
Huge. $5 gets you 2 bonus episodes a month. $10, that's going to get you those episodes. It's also going to get you our movie watch-alongs.
That's right.
We're going to give you some playlists that we make every month, and we'll send you a sticker.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
But
Pretty good.
We really need you to share this podcast. Get on Instagram. Share that you're listening. Share a screenshot. A lot of people will say, stop. Do that now.
I think we're also going to share some sets from last night.
That's
something
right.
We'll be doing. I will have my JFL set as recorded by the phone in my pocket.
That's a fucking...
On the Patreon.
That's a collector's item.
You can get that before they release it on Meta or whatever the
whatever
fuck
they do.
it.
But it is very... it's like an NFT for your set, dude.
That's right.
That's exciting. And dude, that's worth subscribing to, but make sure you're sharing this.
Please, share
Tell
it.
somebody about it. A lot of podcasts say, stop what you're doing, share this, and then they just keep going. We're going to try something a little different because we have, not only is he a fucking JFL big boy comedian, Michael Rowland, he's also the goddamn loot machine, ninja samurai, and he's bringing heat. So while you're sharing, while you're subscribing, while you're telling something, we got fucking tunes for you. That's how goddamn thoughtful we are.
That's right, everybody.
Michael, you got some share and subscribe tunes?
I sure do, Max.
Well, let's hear it.
I'm still at Sente, I got my soul so big. I am a ninja samurai. You can go subscribe, got the Patreon. Be a ninja samurai. Turn on my monkey dog, turn on the monkey dog, now. Turn on my monkey dog, turn on the monkey dog. I sit back in for sipping with my little stars. I'm Doris Dog, I ninja samurai. Yes, I got my katana, datasana, wasana. Hey, singing Hosanna, where your mama come on up. Hey, I got my llama, and that's right, we go with Soto. Oh, I know Sonia Soto, Mayor, and I got more. Oh, boy, I got my photo, and for sure I come with the ninja. Hey, ninja samurai, you cannot arm say it. I said,
What do you say?
I say, don't the little monkey stars up if say all right now.
Well, if you haven't shared in whatever, at this point, you're fucking dead to us.
Yeah, after all that.
Do you hear what he just did?
Throwing little monkey stars? Did you hear that,
Christ,
dude?
If you don't, not only if you don't share, we also want handwritten letters to the fucking HQ about how nice of a treat it was to get that song. Thank you for that treat. It's
No problem.
It's like Halloween, dude. Trick and treat, brother. I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm so fucking stoked, man.
God damn it, I'm
like
proud.
Legit. I know we haven't talked about it because I was waiting to hear about it on the pod. I'm so fucking proud of you, dude.
Thanks, brother.
Do you want to explain what JFL is?
Just for Laughs Comedy Festival Montreal is a yearly comedy festival, and they do something called the New Faces of Comedy, and it's a wonderful honor to be counted among the new faces.
Dude, it fucking rips. It's well deserved. I'm
Thank
so
you.
stoked for you.
Thank you.
Tell me about it. You guys drove, didn't you?
Yeah, we drove. We were so fucking nervous because I have a DUI on my record, so I had to go consult a Canadian lawyer and pay him a large sum of money to get me a temporary residence permit. And then we got to the border, and it didn't seem like they needed that shit at all.
They just let you in?
No, but then there was the other thing where my roommate and one of my best friends and another new face,
yes, sir,
Patterson.
Give those flowers, dude.
Yeah, dude. And he had an issue where he couldn't get his passport rush delivered because he lost his wallet, so he didn't have his license to get it. I mean, we were running all over Long Island trying to get this.
This whole thing was such a catastrophe.
It was crazy. Running all over Long Island for hours trying to get to a place to get to a DMV to get a license, and then we could only get a temporary license, so you can't get your passport with that. But he got a temporary license that was elevated. You can get those in New York, where it's an ID that essentially gives you access to Canada.
Okay,
but you
the
have
real
to drive.
ID, right?
Something like that. But you have to drive. You can't take a flight, and so. It was like we drove, but it was still a temporary ID. So we're like looking at Reddit, like, can you get through Canada with a temporary elevated ID?
I love
and
it.
half the people were like, no. And then the other half were like, yeah, if you're like nice and you butter them up. But he brought his birth certificate too, because apparently that really helps. And then we got to the border, and it seemed like the birth certificate and the ID were enough. I was really nervous.
Did you get held up at all?
Yes. The guy was like, but you're here to work? You're here to work at the festival? And we were like, yes. He's like, you need work permits. And the festival had sent us these letters that were supposed to serve as work permits. And we were like, well, if you see there, the letter is supposed to be work permit. He's like, I am not an immigration officer.
Jesus Christ.
So he sent us inside to immigration. So it was like, we didn't just drive through.
Really?
Yeah. It was like
shit.
high pressure. Like I was like, fuck, I hope this works.
Dude, I love that this turned into a Bourne movie so fast.
And then we were inside watching somebody get denied.
No way.
Watching them be like, I'm sorry, no. And then we were next, and the guy looks at it, and I thought Ethan's ID was going to be such an issue, but he was like, where's your passport?
Yeah.
And he was like, this is my birth certificate, and it's a temporary ID. He goes, okay, I just need something with your picture on it. And he pulls out his nursing ID from the hospital.
Yeah.
It just looks like this. Compared to a real ID or a passport, it looks like this podunk thing. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, great. And then he was like, what, just for laughs?
Yeah.
Because he was like, I don't know. He's like, why do you need work permits? I was like, we don't know. That's what he said. He goes, no, you're fine. And he's like,
really?
You're good. And we started like being like, ah.
Dude.
And he's like, yes, welcome to Canada. Have fun.
I love that your idea of Canada is German.
I know. I can't.
It's crazy.
I can't do the specific French accent that they were doing.
Welcome.
That was
shit.
Welcome. That's classic German.
Wait, hold on. Croissant, baguette. Putti. Okay. Welcome to
Poutine.
Montreal. You just for laughs, you fine. You come in.
This is why they love us up there.
That's right.
Dude,
yeah.
It was so funny. We got there, and me and Ethan were just excited.
Of course.
And we were like talking loud. He like showed me some Canadian money, and it's like lime green, and I'm like, dude, it's green. And I was like, I mean, our money's green, but their money's like different green. And I realized we're just surrounded by Canadians overhearing our dumb fucking conversation. I was like, oh, geez.
Dude, the craziest thing about Canadian money is it's plastic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not paper.
I feel like so much money's plastic.
You know why, dude? I think it's because America doesn't want us to have money. You can throw a Canadian dollar bill through the dryer. You can fucking try and rip it. You can't. Nothing happens. You're fine. paper money in America is just like, you can hold on to this for a minute.
Yeah.
We don't want you to have it too long and get too rich.
No.
Canada's like, line your pockets, bitch. This is a tarp. We are giving you a full tent. Your money is also going to cover you in the rain, dude. That's what you see. A lot of people they don't use umbrellas in Canada.
No,
they just take
hold
out their
a bunch of
wallet.
money. Yeah.
They just take out their wallet and run through the street. Driest country in the world.
Hell yeah, good bit.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do here. But dude, we got over the border. We realized we didn't have cell phone service because we both have Boost Mobile. So it's just like, they're like, yeah, it don't work in Canada.
Where are you at? Not here, dude.
You can do this in the DR, but not in Canada with Boost Mobile.
So what? You just didn't have phone service until you were on
Yeah,
Wi-Fi?
so it was just like we get on Wi-Fi.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, we weren't too distracted by shit.
You can't be, right? Because
No.
you didn't have like cell service to like get on the internet and shit.
nothing.
Dude, that's the best way to travel anywhere, especially a city like Montreal where it's like architecturally beautiful.
It's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
The aesthetics were off the chart.
Really? So
me and Kalen Palufo and this fella named Orion, who was out of the Bay, a comic. Great. He was one of the new faces. We were walking around and I was just freaking out. It's just like the aesthetics are European, but there's this little infusion of like Inuit culture and like weird Canadian shit. It's like, it's so specific.
What do you
I don't
think
know.
Inuit culture is?
Eskimo stuff.
Okay, cool.
Am I saying it right?
No,
I'm sure
you are.
fucking up in some way.
I'm just trying to imagine.
Dude, but it was like winter chic fashion. It was like stuff I'd never seen in terms of like bundled up in the winter, cool coats lined with fur, cool designs, but also they're in on the simplicity game. It's like going to an IKEA, but with more character.
Sure. Well, everybody knows. Canadians are just Swedes with more verve.
Yeah,
with more
zhuzh.
Yeah. So, all right. So you get there. Did you have a show the first night?
We didn't have a show the first night. So
what'd y'all do?
So me and Ethan fucking walked. We were like, let's go see a showcase just to sort of demystify what's happening. And we went to a showcase where it was like, the crowd wasn't that great.
Really?
Yeah, and we were able to watch people go up and sort of see what worked. And I remember leaving there feeling like way better about my set and what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay, yeah, just be authentic. Yeah. Don't go up there and just be like, hello, here are the jokes. Here are the jokes. So I like tried to make sure when I did the JFL set, I went out and did something sort of unplanned. Like, you just address the audience and say something weird. And then you're like, okay, then you get into it. Just so you can let... The authenticity thing I felt was important.
I think that's more important than anybody's willing to. No one wants to say like, no, it's not just about the words. Like, it has to be about the jokes and like being fun.
And you could see, because there were comics on that showcase that had been doing it for years. Yeah. Like Liza Traeger went up and fucking killed. And she was so organic and natural. And then you saw some like newer local Canadian comedians and you're like, okay, you can see, just the stark difference between a very seasoned comic and a newer comic. And even though I've been doing it a long time, it's still comforting to see it in the context of like the challenging situation that you're in.
Well, and this is also, it's got to be something like in your head where it's like, oh, this is what I work for. Yeah. Like from day one, this is like the big one of the big milestones.
Exactly.
And,
and then seeing other people do it, you're like, okay, this is still just a show.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we did that, and then we went and saw this guy named Randy Feltface. You know Randy Feltface?
Dog. Here's a cool thing about Randy Feltface. I don't know the puppet personally, but our boy Rand Barnacle, he recorded his half-hour special opening for Randy Feltface. And so as far as I'm concerned, the Feltface is a supporter of the Rand, man, and that's very important to me,
Makes him a friend of the pod.
He's a friend of the pod, dude.
If you don't know, Randy Feltface is a puppet from outer space and is voiced by an Australian guy. It's so funny because he's a puppet from outer space, but the comedian still talks about his experience growing up as a Catholic in Australia. And you're just like, where does the character begin and end?
I haven't seen any of this.
But it's one guy, and it's an incredible level of puppeteering.
Really?
And I went to see it because my brother sent me a video of it. Yeah, he's a comic, but it's like, I mean, the level of puppeteering is insane. I thought it was two guys manning this one puppet, and he's creating action scenes. Like he fucking does a whole action scene. Like he does a Liam Neeson action sequence as a single puppet.
Okay.
It's pretty incredible shit.
I'm interested to see. I'll be honest. I'm very confused as to how this works. Is it a marionette or is it a guy in like a black suit?
No, it's like, think about, you never see the guy. Think about Elmo. It's like hand up, but he's operating two hands. Oh,
sure.
And that was the thing that threw me. I was like, surely there's two people back there operating the hands because he's he's so good at operating them.
Yeah.
It looks like two guys are doing it. And they said, because I got to do a show in that venue a couple days later, and I asked the people running the stage, I was like, what's he like? They're like, he's this tiny little Australian man. He's fully vegan, and he's like an athlete.
What?
Like he bikes everywhere, and before he does his show, he has to warm up and do all these insane exercises to get his body ready, because the level of puppeteering is fucking insane.
Sure. So did anybody meet this guy?
No, I never
love
met
that.
him.
I love this, dude.
I didn't meet him. I didn't see him.
As far as I'm concerned, he doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
I've no idea anything other than Randy Feltface. I know that Randy Feltface is real. I don't believe the puppeteer is.
And he's real, but it's cool because he's interacting with the crowd. Somehow he's seeing the crowd and he's talking to them. So it's like a puppet who's not just doing his act. He's fucking, he's interacting.
He's in
doing
the shit, dude.
At some point there was the smell of something burning, and he was just like talked about it for like 5 minutes. He's like, do we know what that is? Is it why it's burning? It's great.
That rips, dude.
Yeah.
So all right, so you do that, but excuse me. So first, did you party at all? Did you see everybody?
I saw everybody. I didn't party. I didn't drink. I just.
But did you party? Dude?
I went to parties, and it's like you shake hands and you mill about and you see friends, because we had a bunch of friends up there.
Yeah.
Benny Feldman, Ismail Lutfi, Brendan Sagalow, Caitlin Palufo, fucking Allie Mack.
Yeah.
Fuck Makovsky. Making new friends
Look
on
at
the
you,
show.
dude.
It's great. So.
Well, you
fun.
got to see
And
our boy Adam Gilbert.
Adam Gilbert.
Who adore.
Just an absolute treat. I stole him a Kit Kat bar.
Oh, dude. You know what? I have a feeling like Adam doesn't drink either, but I have a feeling that when Adam drank, he was a raging thief.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Just something
about drinking. You walk into a 7-Eleven and you're like, I'm going to take a
not
couple
me.
things.
Never. I'm not a fucking monster, dude. I'm afraid of authority. Well, you did it sober. Even in high school, I remember you were stealing shit. I had a feeling like in high school, I was like, well, dude, he's allergic to peanuts. I bet he would eat them if he could steal them only. I really believe that.
I stole a lot in high school. I don't remember that.
Totally. Not from like people, but like from Quick Trip and shit.
What?
Dog, don't play this.
Okay.
Because you used to tell me, like, it's almost a shameful thing that you would say, like, as smirking while you're driving your car in a moment of silence, like, I stole some gum today or some shit like that.
Like a real psychopath.
Yeah, dude. And it was just like, oh, yeah, he's clearly got to admit to it and cop to it.
That's the Catholic.
Right. And I understand. But yeah, of course you stole, dog.
Yeah. I
You
don't
were
do it
proud of
anymore.
it.
Well, at the hotel, the rules were different.
What was the hotel?
The hotel, the Doubletree in Montreal.
What were the rules there?
Well, it was like this self-checkout thing, but they didn't really give a shit. It was like, candy and stuff laid out. You're supposed to self-checkout, but the booth was down, and I was like, hey, can we get this booth open? And they were like, nah. Like, they didn't give it any attention, so I was like, okay, I guess they sort of want you to steal it.
Well, hey, dude, and you know what? As far as I'm concerned, you did a good deed for our friend Adam Gilbert.
Thank you.
But that fucking rips, dude. So, yeah, what did you get anything first night? Just hang?
Just hang. I mean, we didn't really, I don't remember us going to a party that first night. I think, we went and saw Randy Feltface. We saw Shang Wang. We walked around, saw Montreal.
Dude, how cool is that
Great
city, though? Like, were you guys staying in the old city?
No, but I walked around there a fair bit. I went to a couple things there. And after that night the next day was our performance.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, all right. Ethan was cool enough to send me an outdoor workout area because I like going to the park.
You gotta get your sweat in.
Get my pull-ups in. But it was great. It was right next to this coffee shop, so I went. I did a little workout. Then I went to a coffee shop and I banged out my set, and then I banged out like contingency sets.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I spent like an hour being like, this will be my set. I was so torn up because I had a bit about eating ass, and to the point when I'm like talking to people like, you think it's cool to talk about eating ass?
Yeah.
The guys running the festival, and they're just like, just do your thing.
Yeah, dude, I feel like that's...
But right up to the 10 minutes before I go on, I was like, am I going to do eating ass?
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it went fucking great.
Dude, that fucking risk, you did 6 minutes, right?
I think I actually did 7. I ran it a little
Bad
bit.
boy.
I was a bad boy.
You just got yourself disqualified,
I got
dude.
in trouble.
That fucking rips, though, and it went well. You feel like it was killer?
Yeah. I got to go third, which was a really good spot, and yeah, man, I felt great about it. Everybody was really effusive and kind to me, and it just, it was a very gratifying experience.
Did you get that steam release?
The what?
You get that there the lid goes, right after you walk off, where you're like, well, that's done.
Yeah. Where you're just like, fuck yeah. And it was so great because, you spend the whole day leading up to it. I worked out and I did my writing, and then I met up with Ethan and we chilled out in the pool, and the vibes really good.
Yeah, dude.
And then you meet everybody at the venue, and the vibes were just good in our room. Everybody felt good. Pete Holmes was hosting, and he did a really great job of hosting. And we were like clapping for each other when we got off stage.
Yeah.
Like it was a real camaraderie, and it was great. It was fun. And afterwards, people were coming up like, "This is the best new faces we've seen in years."
That's so fucking sick.
Like it really went up, and people were really happy with it. And there was that extra charge because they hadn't been able to do it in a couple of years.
Right.
So everybody was excited to be back, and I felt very lucky to
I didn't even think about that.
on that show. Yeah,
Dude, that's a big deal.
it was fun.
Dog, you talked to any...
And it was the 40th anniversary year.
Did you get any
And
lady
I got to
talking?
do it with some of my best friends.
That fucking rips.
Did I do any lady talking?
Yeah, did you talk to
Brother?
any ladies?
No.
No. Did you try?
I mean, I talked to lady friends that I'm already friends.
That's cool, but that ain't
Did I
cool,
try?
dude.
No, I didn't try, but there was one girl on the last night who we had looked at each other a couple times, and I was like, at the last party, she walked by, and I was like, okay, when I come back in, I'm going to find her, and we're going to talk, but she was gone. Never saw her again.
Nah, she's holding on, dude.
Say la vie, dude.
No, I bet you got an Instagram follow.
I think it was better that way, though. You don't want to muddy the waters with some...
No, it's not about muddying waters. It's about setting down roots and establishing a future together, dude. And let me tell you, nothing cooler than swinging hog on a big old stage in Montreal.
It is true. You felt...
Dude, I've seen you in a theater before. And let me tell you, you've grown a lot. When we did Athens, we did that theater in
oh shit! We did a theater and 5 people came.
Dude, and let me tell you,
holy shit! And they all sat on the balcony.
Yeah, dog. I watched you from the balcony. I was like, this guy looks like a fucking ant in this empty room. It's just like not embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but not for you. It was it felt embarrassing to watch.
Of course,
but
to watch your friend look like an ant.
Yeah, dog, but this is different. I saw some pictures. It looked fucking packed.
Yeah, man.
And it looked like the kind of place where you could fucking rip your shirt off and get a standing ovation.
It was a marvelous vibe.
Dude, and I'm so fucking bummed you didn't love poutine. That's really fucking with my head, dog.
It's like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's
fries
and gravy
and cheese.
But everybody's acting like we can't do it here.
We can, but we don't.
But it's like... It's funny because they have the refinement of French people, but they're like, we still just like food you eat when you're hammered.
Yeah, dude.
They love hot dogs and shit up there.
Universal. I bet they love funnel cake up there too, but they have a fun name for it.
I didn't see
I bet they have a fun name for something like funnel cake or some kind of fucking like rural street fairs. You know, I bet they have bald peanuts up there, but they call them something like dunk nuts or some shit like that.
Dude, there was a Krispy Kreme cafe. That really threw me. Can you imagine a Krispy Kreme you write in?
Yes.
What?
What?
You can?
Of course, in Roswell.
What?
Highway 9.
You can't write in there. Have
you ever tried?
No. Touche.
Brother, just because it's a drive-through don't mean it don't have an inside.
I'm just telling you, the decor was like, come sit. Pull out your MacBook. It's a Krispy Kreme for MacBooks. No.
A Krispy Kreme for MacBooks?
Yeah.
Damn, a donut shop for computers.
Next level.
I like that. Did you write in there?
No, I didn't write at the Krispy Kreme cafe. I found a coffee shop where I could get a good breakfast sandwich, and I went there every morning.
Okay, so can you imagine writing in any Krispy Kreme?
That one.
Okay.
The Krispy Kreme cafe.
All right, so that's the next goal of the pod, dude. We got to get you a writing session booked. We're gonna reserve the entire Krispy Kreme cafe in Montreal for you to do an hour of writing.
I hope it's good.
Me too, brother. You know how expensive it is to rent out a whole donut shop?
How much?
I don't know, but it's gonna be a lot of money, which is why we need you to donate to our Patreon.
It's not a donation; you get something in return. You pay good money for good product.
That's right. And that's where we're going to get weird and talk about other shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. But that is where we'll share the sets. So, first night, you do that. Second night, you do your set.
Yep.
Did you do any, like, hanging afterwards? Was there any,
I definitely hung afterwards. But I wish I had gone out because a few friends went to dinner, like Ali Makovsky, Ismail, and Ethan went out and got dinner at this like French bistro, and I was like, I'm gonna hang out and see some people. And then after a while, I was like, I miss my friends.
What did you do?
There's like this party in the lobby, so you go and you like talk to my manager and introduce me to people. I did that whole game, and then I was like, okay.
No, you did the work part, and it's like, you know what? That's valuable too. Let me tell you, the three of them fucked from here on out, dude.
They seemed a lot happier when they got back. Seemed a lot happier than me. I was like, okay.
Nah, dude, you hung out in the lobby, brother. Yeah. That's Miami and Montreal.
It's like this cool hotel where they have, event spaces. So they were doing shows in the hotel. They were doing panels in the hotel.
Did you see any of the shows that really like fucking kicked ass and stood out to you?
Dude, no, I really didn't get a chance to see anything that really fucking blew me away. Although I got to see Miss Pat, and Miss Pat's opener, this dude named Vincent. Fuck, I can't remember his last name. But he was phenomenal.
Yeah?
He was great. Yeah, he was a stand-up to me. Also, this dude that was on, I mean, watching the new faces on Rep, this dude named Daoud out of the Bay. I think he lives in LA now. He's fucking great. Maybe he still lives in the Bay.
Dude, Bay is hiding secrets. I don't know what's going on
Who?
up there. The Bay.
Oh, yeah.
They're hiding shit, dude.
There was a lot of guys out
That's
there.
what I've noticed that. And I was like, what the fuck is going on in San Francisco? And then I'm thinking to myself, wish I didn't move from San Francisco when I was a baby.
No, fuck that.
You're right. Southern by the grace of God.
Southern by the grace of God.
And, 3 years on the West Coast really turned me into a fucking nerd. And let me tell you, not happy about it.
Made you special.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, dude. This accent's a full-on front, and I'm aware.
I love it.
But me too. That fucking rips, though. So next day, what'd you do?
Next day, I feel like I went around, went back to that coffee shop and tried to journal about the experience.
Yeah,
or
dude.
whatever. Catch a little swim.
Do you have any big realizations, though? Any, big fucking moments of clarity while you were up there?
Big moments of clarity. No, but I just realized, whatever comes of it, it's still on me to keep writing and making stuff. And it's it just made me realize that as somebody, it sounds lame. It made me reframe the idea of creating content because I think it felt gross to me for a long time because it was through the lens of social media. But I talked to this dude, and it helped me reframe it in the way where it's always what people have done. It's always what creative people have done. They've funded their own work to sort of give this proof of concept, this is me and this is what I can do.
Right.
And also, they make art for art's sake. But it's directors have always funded their own projects and come up, and you know what I mean?
Well, it's not just that. It's just this was my big thing a couple months ago was oh, this is the medium now.
Yeah.
And it's stand up is still the medium, but distribution is clips and reels and shit. And it's that's just what it is now. And at the end of the day, it's still about getting your shit out.
Yeah.
Whether that's a special, an album, or clips, whatever, you're still putting the same shit out and you're getting people that want to see it
exactly.
there. And those people come to shows.
And that's the thing, framing this properly with how the business is changing. Because I remember I came back and I was at the Cellar yesterday. And Liz was jokingly to Colin Quinn, you heard he crushed New Faces. And Colin Quinn was I don't want to make you feel bad, but if you had crushed that 25 years ago, you would have walked away with $300,000 and a development deal. And now I'm just I hope I get an agent.
No, dude, you don't need an agent. You need 1,000 Instagram followers.
But in that vein, it's the business now is you have to be your own small business as a comedian. You have to be specific to who you are and follow your own interests and create art based on those interests. And it's more there aren't these big gatekeepers to getting your shit out, what I mean? So you build your own audience and you use that to sustain yourself, but you view yourself kind of as a small business. You got to move with some understanding that
I don't know.
You're a creator.
Yes. And the other part of that is I think that opens it up to be way more fun.
Yeah, I think so too. And then that's what it opened me up to being I should write some stuff and just shoot it.
Yes.
And, see where I'm at with it. Because if I want people to potentially pay me to do all this, it's I assume I'm capable of, but it's I need to start creating stuff for myself and getting that experience. And I've gotten good at stand-up. Good enough to get to that point, and it's keep giving that my attention, but try to broaden out creatively and write other stuff.
That's the thing; it all serves stand up at the end.
Yeah,
right?
But that's what I mean. Even comedians have been doing that for so long.
Yeah,
it's comedians. Some have always been just stand-ups, but a lot of the ones we remember broaden out from.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Well, it's because it's the only way to make money and have a career, and that's okay. I think that's totally okay, and that's why you should subscribe to our YouTube, where we're putting up full episodes.
This is content, baby.
Jesus Christ. Look at that, dude. Sliding right into the crevices, dude. I'm a fucking ad man at heart.
You are.
But so, I mean, I don't know. I was hoping you were going to say I just wanted you to get laid up there so bad.
Oh, dude.
I just wanted you to have sex with a Canadian lady.
It would have been cool, but I think after a while, it's you're going to bed at 3 or 4 a.m. and your body's still waking up at 9. By the end, I was just
How was the drive back?
Drive back was great. Ismail drove with us back. So it was me, Ismail, and Ethan. and we just had a great time. Man.
That fucking ripped.
That
Did
was
you
wonderful.
hear any good tunes
I felt so
on the
lucky
trip?
to do it with my friends.
That's the dream.
Yeah, right?
That is the dream.
So tunes on it, we'll see, my Spotify was limited because I could only go with what I downloaded.
Oh, you poor thing.
So I had but it got me, I got really into my pump up jams.
Oh, dude, I love a pump up jam.
Walking around just like, all right, let's get it.
Dude, yes. What's your pump up jam?
All right, here's one of them. Queens of the Stone Age, You Think I Ain't Worth $1. I mean, it's one of their most popular songs for a reason, guys.
You'd be shocked at how much of them I don't know, but I have a fun story about
This
them.
song rips.
Oh, this song does rip. Not what I expected of your pump up jam.
It's one of many. There's many.
A varied man of taste.
Yes. But this one will get you going, walking down the street fast.
This doesn't feel like a walking song. I feel like you can't walk fast enough to this song.
You can't. Just gotta go very fast.
Dude, you know what? You become a sleepwalker very quickly.
Yeah.
You become an old woman in a mall before it opens.
I felt very much like a New Yorker because I'm just sitting inside sobbing through people. Just like,
Move out of the way. Oh, dude, so I really should get into them. They seem like my kind of band, and I had a very embarrassing experience around them once.
I feel like you'd love Josh Homme.
I probably would if I gave him he's got great hair. He's got a great face. He kind of looks like a.
He's from the desert, like Marin.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I just got a good interview on WTF.
I think I've probably listened to it. I've listened to all those.
Yeah, right.
But no, dude, I embarrassed myself tremendously around their bassist, or the bassist at the time, like 10 years ago when I was working at the Apple Store, and I have not forgotten about it.
Yeah.
And there's a part of me that's like, if I listen to them, they're gonna know. And I don't want them to know.
Yeah.
I don't want them to think about me ever again. I don't want them to ever remember what happened. I freaked out the first time I ever did dabs. So, okay.
All right.
There it is. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I really lost myself. So, my buddy at the Apple Store worked in a studio, like a recording studio. And he was like, dude, Queens of the Stone Age are here. They're doing Like Clockwork was the album they were recording.
Right.
And I guess they were doing some piece of it at his studio. And I was like, fuck, that sounds awesome. I'd love to check that out. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And at this point, I wasn't smoking weed. This was during my time when it was like weed gave me serious panic attacks. Like, I'm strictly a booze guy at this point.
Yeah.
I get to the studio. We're hanging out. Things are going well. And they're like, come fucking hang at the house, dude. We're all going to your buddy's house. We're going to hang. I was like, hell yeah, dog. We get in there. And my buddy Tommy is like, dude, they've got this new thing. It's called dabs. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, it's kind of like weed if it was more intense. I was like, I've smoked weed a bunch. And you know what? Fuck it. How often am I going to get to do this with cool people? And he's like, all right, dude, check this out. And he pulls the torch out. I'm like, this doesn't seem safe at all. I'm freaking out. I'm like, dog, you're too far in. I remember so clearly being like, everybody's going to think you're a bitch if you don't do this. You just have to do it. It'll be fine. It's weed. This is just like a bong, right? There's something new here that's... I remember the first time I smoked a bong, freaked out. Didn't know how the slide worked. This will be the same. No biggie. I take a hit. I start coughing. The room starts spinning.
Oof.
Everybody around me turned into aliens, and my brain stopped. The piece between my brain and my mouth was like, we're not helping you out on this one, dog. And it just turned into me going, aliens, I need sleeps. Give me sleeps. And I was trying to get sleeping medication from somebody. I was like, somebody here has pills. Give them to me. I need this to stop. And I fucking go into my buddy's guest room. I like curl up in the fucking window. Like, I'm looking out the window like, cops. Where are the cops? I know the cops are coming.
Yeah.
And they're banging on the door like, are you okay, dude? I'm like, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. And like, we're going to kick the door down. It's like, don't kick the door down, man. I'm freaking out right now. You just need to leave me be.
Yeah.
And for like 20 minutes, they're like, are you okay? And I'm crying. I'm screaming. Called my girlfriend at the time. She was like, you're unintelligible. She told me about it later. She was like, I thought I was talking to someone that got hit by a car.
Holy shit.
And never saw Queens of the Stone Age again. Paid an $85 Uber to take me back from Marietta to Atlanta, and then I had to do it again the next day to get the car.
Wow.
And now I do dabs in the morning just because that's my coffee. And really, life comes at you full circle sometimes if you let
Sometimes
it.
it does. So I guess it's time to listen to Queens of the Stone Age again.
Yes, I'm in on them, dude.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
fucking love Queens of the Stone Age, brother. They're my new favorite band of all time. Ever.
Ever? Well, what do you
Fucking
got?
knows.
What do you got?
Well, dude, okay. I was so you'd never been to Montreal before,
Never.
right? It's my favorite city I've ever traveled to. I went once when I was 15 for Jazz Fest, dog. And that shit's the truth. I saw Bela Fleck and the Flecktones there.
Ooh.
Dude, so
used
good.
to love Bela Fleck and the Flecktones.
So good. And like seeing them live is pretty fucking spectacular.
Yeah, I bet it'd be amazing.
Dude.
Just incredible musicians.
Dude, the drummer is not a drummer. His name is Future Man. He's Victor Wooten's brother. And Victor Wooten's his bass player. And he's got this fucking machine he's built that's a drum machine. And it's crazy to watch him play this thing and then have the most beautiful fucking voice.
Hell yeah.
Ever. That's not what I put on this playlist. That same trip, I went and saw the Polyphonic Spree. Because you know who they are?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All I knew about them was like, oh, this is the Robe Band.
Yeah.
And I'm 15. I'm like, this will be funny. This will be a fun thing. I'll join a cult, seeing the Robe Band, whatever. And then I saw them play for 6 hours straight. And I was like, no. Whatever they're saying, whatever they're playing, this is the truth from God's mouth itself. And they're fucking brilliant. Best concert I've ever been to. I really do believe that. I think I put Hold Me Now on there, right?
Put Watch Us Explode.
Oh, Watch Us Explode. Dude, this song kicks ass too.
Let's hear it, because all I know is Follow the Day.
This shit's so good.
Oh, yeah. This line.
And at this point, so they were doing the robes and then they switched to this fucking like military outfits.
Yeah.
We close our eyes, and sometimes we fake it. With every day, we try a little harder. It's true.
5 minutes with 4 hours with the robes on. Holy shit. They were like,
Well, some
tomorrow's
will
like day
try,
off.
and some will shake it. Around the time we begin is when the fun is setting in. Watch us explode.
We're talking about staying positive, dog. This is it, man. They're like, they were in the crowd these days. Like, there's 25 of them or some shit.
Yeah.
And they're playing horns in the crowd. No mics. They can't even
Dreams of light and going places. She's feeling brave. She's gotta make it
That
home.
was like the first concert I ever went to where I was like, performance is fun. It's not just like playing and like showcasing yourself. It's like these people are so much like involved with what they're doing in the moment, enjoying it for the moment. It'll never happen again. And that's magic, man.
Yeah, man.
And I fucking love that band, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
They're so much fun. We
They
gotta
are.
go to Jazz Fest, dog.
Dude, I'm down. I think it happens at the same time as the Just for Laughs Festival.
Dog, we gotta go.
Because that's like a big festival town.
Yeah.
They had so many stages.
Dude, I had not only, it's a huge art town.
Yeah.
I've been to exactly one art exhibit that like moved me, and it was in Montreal.
Wow.
I saw Bruce Nauman, who is, he does a lot with neon lights. And, I came back and I was like I remember telling like Ryan, Zach, everybody like, guys, this shit changed me. And they're like, this is fucking dumb,
So
dude.
you saw Future Man and Now Man.
Yeah, dude, I got all the men in my life
Yeah.
there, dude. All
Except
my
for
boys.
Past Man.
Well, Past Man, he's always chasing, but he can never catch up.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
leaving him behind everywhere I go.
Everywhere.
But Future Man, he's always around the corner, dude. I smell him coming.
Now Man's holding your hand.
Now Man is just like, you ready to melt your brain, brother? Future Man's over there with the drum machine. I got lights, and Past Man's like, well, I'm a little Jewish.
Yeah.
I don't know what that meant. Fuck, do you have another song?
Yeah. This is one of my other pump up jabs I was listening to. It's a bit different than the other one.
Is this what you put on before the big show?
I don't remember what I put on, but I probably just did clap your hands, say yeah again,
I thought about sending you peanut butter jelly time, just to
get hype.
just like 30 minutes before whatever you were supposed to go on, just sending you the little banana man.
That would have been great.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to get in his way.
Don't get in his head.
No, I didn't want to
I'd
do that.
bomb after you send me peanut butter
Could
jelly.
you imagine?
Okay, so this is Rubber Bands and Weight by Benny the Butcher.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
I knew this.
It's when you like,
Yeah.
I'm a bad man.
Hey, yo, Al, I got you. Hey, yo, the butcher coming, nigga.
Myself in the mirror sometimes before
Look.
shows.
I got 10 niggas with me, all body catchers. That's 10 straps and Air Max 97s. You know why we legends? Extra street shit, they watch me stretching. I put the microwave on 90 seconds. The day my brother died like 9/11. I missed him. He smoked the big one when he took that backseat ride to heaven. She see my watch, but I don't got a second. This wrist got us extras. It's in the pot doing calisthenics. They talk tough talk.
Yeah, Alchemist is the shit. Alchemist does so many good
You've
beats.
played a few. Did he do that? Your Old Droog too?
I don't think so.
I've been listening to that album like on repeat.
Yeah, it's tight, right?
So
Your Old
fucking
Droog is
good.
cool, man.
So good.
Nas produced one of his albums.
Really? Man, I'm really like starting to get into like I've listened to a little bit of Benny the Butcher like recently because it's like started coming up on the Cannibal Ox radio
Yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
and I'm like fucking yeah, dude, this is like my kind of hip hop. I like this groove. I'm shocked that's a pump up song, but
it's one of them.
that's dude. It feels like if you were gonna do a set in the dark, like you were in the dark and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
audience was in light. That's what I would imagine you listening to. Just like no one can see me right now.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I like that.
It was
for
fun.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, shit. What was the other thing I put on? Oh, dog. You want to talk pump up songs,
The Von Bondies?
dude? Do you know this song, right?
Maybe.
This was.
Like that.
Keep going.
Come on.
Keep going.
But Simone.
Not the song at all. I want to know what you're thinking of because I'm also. You just told me that you don't think you can sing anymore, and
I lost my higher register.
bullshit. You're trying to
I'm
do
not
that.
trying to do that.
Baloney, homie. Close your eyes and try it.
Baloney. I can't. Wait, can I put the song on and see what song it is?
Yeah, it's not at all what you were.
It is.
Hold on. Oh, maybe I see. I see what you're trying. Yeah.
On another day, come on, with these ropes tied, can we do no wrong? Now we grieve, 'cause now it's gone. Things were good, with my feet back down off the sheet of blood of a thousand men who are going gone. Now we grieve, 'cause now it's gone. Things were good, used to say, come on, was it right to leave? Come on,
I'm
This
with
is
it.
putting on a headband and climbing a tree, dude. Because you can.
Because
that's
you-
freedom in a bottle, dude.
Hell yeah.
That's freedom in however many minutes that song is,
It's
dude.
about 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Hell, that's just enough time to run away from whatever's chasing you, dude. The past man can't catch you. You run into the future man, and the Von Bondies are playing you there, dude.
Come on.
Come on. Speaking of come on, did you see that movie? Come on.
No.
Best movie of 2021.
What movie was that?
Dude, it's Joaquin Phoenix. He plays the uncle of this kid whose like parents are going through a weird divorce, and he kind of hangs out with him for 2 weeks in New York and LA, and it's beautiful,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
It's so sweet. It's so good. Joaquin Phoenix. God damn, you're really working him today.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is. Here you go. Can we get a little bit of this?
The
I mean,
Flex.
yeah, because it's not. Jesus Christ, it's not even like. It's rhythmic. It's rhythmic. Like I can see that you're in your head. You've got a fucking beat going. Oh, there you go, dude. Let me see what an 808 looks like on your chest.
This isn't good material for
I
the pod.
disagree. I think if we can capture this on video,
What you can't see is I'm flexing my chest.
right.
I
That's
do it.
right.
I do it because I get tensed up. I gotta get loose.
We'll put that in the clip.
Good.
Okay. Fuck. All right. Yes.
Yes.
We're in. Dog, we've got. So here's the other thing, dude. We've got our Discord. That's where the community happens. That's where people come together to get in touch with each other and talk about balls, talk about foods they're eating,
Yep.
talking about music, talking about whatever you need it to be. But they're also sharing some music in there. And our boy Art sent us a song that I have not listened to yet. So I'm very excited to hear it. Michael, what's the name of this?
This is Slip Disc by Lizzie Mercier Desclous
Yeah, no, you know what,
Very
dude?
French, which is
It's
fitting.
very French for Montreal.
from Montreal.
Montreal?
Did you know that Cirque du Soleil is from Canada and not from France?
I think I did know that.
Well,
I'm sorry. I
think
didn't
it's
know
exciting.
that, dude. That's insane.
You don't have to say. Don't lie to me. That's not why I went. Yeah, I just don't know what I was following up with. I was like, I love Cirque du Soleil. It's Canadian.
It scared the shit out of me the first time I went.
Of course, that's why it's good.
And then I went back again in high school, and I was like, "This is fucking sick."
Hell
dude.
yeah.
We said the Atlantic Station one.
Yeah.
Man.
They set up the circus tent. They had one in Montreal when we went there.
Did you, dude? I bet that rocks. I would love to see Cirque not for Americans.
Yeah, in French.
Yeah, where it's
How it's meant to be.
Yeah, and you still don't understand it.
I still want to see Shenyun.
What's that? Oh, Shenyun.
Shenyun.
That's the
Apparently, it's a cult.
really.
I didn't know that. Somebody was telling me. I was like, I want to see Shenyun. And they're like, it's like this cult where they're banned from China, so they have to perform in America. I don't know the details. I don't want to spread misinformation
Tell
about
me
Shenyun.
what you think it is.
I'm told it's a cult. I thought it was a fun Chinese show with a lot of beautiful outfits and choreography. But apparently, it's also a cult.
Well, that's, most things are cults if you think about it.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, if you fall into anything, it's a cult.
Yeah.
Fucking your job, that's a cult.
Try not to fall into stuff.
I'm slipping and sliding, brother.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm falling into shit. I tried Scientology.
How'd that go?
Not good. I didn't have enough money.
Oh,
but
yeah, you need that.
I definitely went to the one in Norcross, held the tubes, got my I think they call it a personality test. You hold these tubes and then like, do you think this? Do you have thoughts? What do you see with this? And you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And then they're like, we'll tell you for $150, and that will get you into the class, and then you got to pay more for the other shit. I got into crystals. I'll fall into anything, brother.
I feel it.
I'm a searching. I'm a wanderer.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get to this French lady and see what she's all about.
All right, this is Slip Disc by Lizzie Mercier Desclous. Art always sends some interesting stuff. Oh, wow.
I am beyond sold, dude.
This makes me feel like art has a high IQ. No kidding. Listen to stuff like this. It's like, what are you, man? Space Jam?
This motherfucker once told me, I actually listen to your podcast with regular speed. Usually about 1.5.
You gotta do it. Hey, you're mine. You gotta stick it. You got. You're mine. You gotta break it. You shy. You gotta do it. Hey, you're mine. You gotta get it. You shy.
Imagine walking into high school playing this.
Oh, you're the coolest kid
You're
in
the
school.
coolest kid, and you don't tell anybody you're
No,
listening
no.
to it. This is like back pocket shit. Like, whatever happens today, I have this song.
Do you ever walk around hoping somebody will ask you what you're listening to?
Like, dude, I even mouth along with my, with my lips.
Because you think somebody's going to walk by
and
and
say
be
like, "Oh, you listen to that song?" It's
wow.
like,
Listening
dude,
to maps and atlases?
that's I'm just doing that the whole time. I'm just like maps and atlases, dude. But that's the dream. That's the dream. That's why I wore band T-shirts forever. Was
Yeah.
like, I just want someone to talk to me about what I like, dude.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
That's why I used to drive around playing my music with the windows down. I thought one day somebody's going to pull up and be like, yo.
Dude, the amount I can't hear because how loud I would make my music so everyone else around could hear and ask me what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm deaf.
My ears are fucked.
Fucked. All because I have this desperate need to be liked by strangers.
I remember I think Adam Benz told me if you drive around with your windows down, that fucks your ears up because you have so much air going into them.
I think someone definitely told me that, but they were like, it's either got to be all the way down or all the way up.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, fuck, I'll just ride all the way down forever.
Yeah.
And now I can't hear when, someone calls me from the other room. I've missed important phone calls about births, deaths, because I didn't hear the phone ring because I was too busy trying to get people to listen to my Taking Back Sunday songs. Hey, y'all, listen to Man. And, by that point, you're already 25 feet away.
Yeah.
You've driven away. And all the kids at the school are like, we hear it. It's like, not you.
Not you.
And next thing you know, you roll up the windows because you can't get anybody to hear your music.
Well, hell, Max, do you have anything else happen this week that was exciting?
Yeah. Yeah, but that is for the next episode.
Of course.
We're going to tease this a little bit because we'll have a more definitive answer. Big shit happening in the world of Max Fine, dude. We're making we're doing tests. We're building charts, brother, graphs. I'm talking science.
Hard science.
And that's shit you'll hear on the next one.
That's right.
But for real, First, before we wrap up, do you have anything else?
Yes, I want to plug my weekly show at Sycamore
It's
Bar.
not weekly.
It happens the first, third, and fifth Mondays of every month at Sycamore Bar and Flower Shop.
Where's that?
That is in Flatbush, Brooklyn on Cortellia Road.
And how much do it cost?
It's free.
Well, how about that? That's the deal of a lifetime.
It's a fun show, man. It's just where me and my roommate go to work shit out.
And it's fun as hell
and it's
every
loose.
time.
And you can come have a great time, or you can come watch us eat it. You never know.
And either one's a real treat. Those are two Montreal's best, dude.
That's right.
Eating shit or having fun.
Taking names.
I love that, brother. Okay. Share this with somebody. Patreon is in the comments or the episode notes. If you've got shit you want to tell us, get in the Discord. We want to hear it.
That's right.
Otherwise, Michael, do you have a jam to take us out on?
I got you, baby. Yeah, something
Okay.
yeah. Big shit poppin'.
Oh, yeah?
Big motherfucking contour. Motherfucker know me. The motherfucker don't know you. Get back with the rocks. Yeah, that's right. The man with the fox. Yeah, with Vivica A. Fox. Any motherfucker come around, kick rocks. That's right, got the top slot. Every time I come through hopscotch, that's cause I'm poppin'. Motherfuckers know that I'm poppin'. If you wanna come, I'm cute like a puffin'. And that's a penguin bee. Ain't no motherfucker can't hang with me. Yeah, that's right, stand above 5'3". Don't know, homie. With the bow, homie. Yeah, come through, kick it with the show, homie. Oh, big dog, big dog. A little cat, yeah. Big log, yeah. Now take a hit and pass it back. Oh no, with the toe, so motherfucker wanna come to my bowl, so but I hate can't kick it in slow mo. Ain't saying too many with the photo, yeah.
So it's a penguin.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a penguin B, penguin C. Ain't other penguins fucking with me. It's a penguin, it's a penguin now, yeah. 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 It's a penguin now, yeah.